M.M Out here, over there, everywhere, all over the place, right here, with part two on a very interesting conversation about marijuana, cannabis sativa L. And the Apostle and Royce Campbell, here he is coming again. Welcome, sir, to part two.
Thank you.
Okay.
Mr. Morris.
Right. Now, we were talking about marijuana. One of my supporters, they said that all it does is turn people dotish. Right? Well, of course, that's their opinion. That they turn people dotish, but smoking is not the only way that this thing can actually be taken.
No.
Some people actually make it in tea.
Tea, I know individuals are big into bread, into cookies, and other different elements that they can use.
Mm-hmm.
So smoking is definitely not the only way that it can be ingested.
Mm-hmm. Because, okay, for instance, now you can trace my background back to Liberia. If you trace me, that's where I come from. Now, there's a plant over there called quat, Q-U-A-T or K-A-T, which is very similar to marijuana.
Right.
Right? It grows along the street and that sort of thing. They chew it or they smoke it.
Right.
And it's the same effect as marijuana. And it's legal. It looks the same way and everything has the same effect. And it does not carry a cash value. That's the point that I was making.
It doesn't have a cash value.
It doesn't have a cash value.
Marijuana has a cash value. And there are many other elements that are associated with marijuana. First of all, the planting of marijuana. Then we have the actual drug trade, packaging it, shipping it from country to country. We have so many levels of it, through the airports, through the seaports, using high-powered crafts to transport it between islands. That's
the smuggling, that's the contraband side of it.
Yeah. So it has elements that are connected to it, which obviously you will have because of the fact that it brings in a large amount of capital.
Okay, let's say a scenario where it's legalized, the government is under control of the government. Of course, all that would be eliminated, but for medicinal purposes, then would it be out by prescription from a doctor?
It has to be. It has to be by prescription. I think on that level, there would also be a need for government to make sure that the rearing of it, the growth of it is controlled. If it's going to be for medicinal purposes, it has to be at a certain level of quality. Even in America, there's no drug that is put on the shelves unless it passes the Food and Drug Administration.
That's the point I was really tinkering towards.
Barbados has to understand, once we're going to be doing this, the stringent measures to make sure that those individuals that it is given to, that the case is qualified.
And so in this case then, because some people think that marijuana can cure anything. So, let's say you go to the doctor, you have a cold. Would he prescribe a different type of marijuana, because there are different types, a different grade of marijuana for a cold than what he would prescribe for a heart condition?
Well, I don't know whether marijuana needs to be prescribed for a cold. I think there are many other ways to deal with a cold, but what I'm saying,
I just drew that as an example.
I understand, but the reality is that many times when you see different ads on cable and you see what they're saying, okay, they mention two things: side effects, okay, and secondly, there's a little statement that most people don't see at the bottom: results may vary.
Yes, yeah.
You see? So what we're saying is that, and even doctors know this, sometimes a doctor may prescribe medication that might be too strong for the individual, and sometimes that could cause a worse scenario than what they're actually treating. So we must understand, I know one case with a lady that the doctor prescribed a medication that was too strong for her, and within 3 days her hair began to drop out. Okay, so these are things that we must understand, and I say this because a person may be in pain because of one particular ailment or the other, and they decide, let me go ahead and try the marijuana, and they may not know what quality, what quantity might be right for them, and they end up creating more of an issue than they already have. So I think these are things that must be carefully thought out.
And it must be come through the medical system.
It must come through the medical system, which means that doctors and individuals who will be given the task of prescribing medical marijuana must do their test. They must do the necessary, adequate testing to make sure that what we give to our citizens here will help them rather than harm them.
Well, it goes both ways, because one video clip that one of my people sent to me was of a 94-year-old lady from Kenya, and she's there smoking this pipe,
Right.
and she's very fit. She's running around, walking around. She's saying that she has been smoking marijuana for over 80 years,
Okay.
and that's the secret to her longevity. So you see, as you said, it has different effects on people.
That's right.
So I guess the pro-marijuana people would use her as an ad.
Well, possibly, but the reality is, again, when we're talking about dealing with this, we have to look at climate effects, because Barbados is basically hot all year round. Canada is not like that, okay?
Well, I said Kenya.
Right, and Kenya
Yeah.
is not like Barbados. The humidity in Kenya is way different to Barbados, okay? So we have to understand, and then if you pay attention, has she been eating properly?
Most likely, because she's from the old school.
Exactly, okay, so there you go. So when we're going to be doing these studies on medical marijuana or marijuana as a whole, again, Mr. Morris, we have to look at Barbados. We're just 166 square miles. We have to look at impact. We have to look at how it's going to impact our nation. And one of the reasons why I've looked at this and I've studied, what's happening in different countries around the world, and I've looked at the Dubai model recently, and I've seen that they've been able to bring Dubai to being one of the highest rated tourist destinations in the world right now. And they don't have much resources other than oil. But one of the main things that I've seen with Dubai is that Dubai has a very strong leadership. And I think what is important on levels, even when it comes to dealing with marijuana, whether on an economic level or whether on a medicinal level, what we need in our island to make sure that things work is strong leadership.
Strong, but that's always the case. Well, during the campaign, the election campaign, where you went under the banner of the Barbados Integrity Movement,
Yes, sir.
your manifesto did mention something about marijuana,
Yes.
right?
Yes, we did.
Yeah. What again for those? What were some of your main points?
Well, the main points that we had in relation to the medical, to marijuana in itself, is the area of looking at it from the medical perspective. Also, in relation to discussion, because there must be a discussion about this situation. And so we're very much open to the discussion about marijuana and its impact on Barbados on that level. So we were very open to that. Not making promises that, once we were going to decriminalize it, but we were open to discussing the issue of marijuana, okay, with our citizens.
And its impact.
Okay. And most of the times, the call for the decriminalization of marijuana came from our youth. Okay, it came really from those individuals between age 16.
That's the same thing. Most of the people who have actually made comments to me are in that age group. That's the 16 to 25 and 29 age group. When it comes to a subject like that, whether we're talking about gangs or whatever, that's where you get most of my things.
Well, we're always going to have these, and I've always said this in Barbados, things evolve. Okay, when I was going to school, there were gangs at school. Okay, there were gangs in the community. I think back in the day there was a gang called the CNN gang. Okay, and
I remember in the early 70s they had one called Cool in the Gang.
There were gangs, at school, there were guys who linked together, there were girls who linked together. And so we understand the block culture back in the day with the older men on the block playing warrior, playing draft, playing cards, talking.
Yeah, but there was no marijuana there.
Right. But what I'm saying is that the block culture evolved.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? And one of the reasons why it evolved the way it evolved is because of the impact of America on Barbados. Okay? And whether we want to accept it or not, we can't get away from the fact that American culture has shaped much of what goes on in Barbados today.
Is it to the good or to the bad?
In some cases good, in other cases bad.
But if you want my personal opinion, I think it's to the bad.
Well, again, it's, everyone has their opinion.
Well, I said my personal opinion,
yeah,
right?
So,
because I don't have very much love for America, so or their practices.
Well, I've seen in many cases. I grew up in the musical culture on some levels shaped Barbados. I know in my day the break dancing, the rapping shaped Barbados. But then you also have the impact of Jamaican culture on Barbados with what we call the reggae movement.
And that brings the marijuana smoking as well.
And the different things that were being used and put into songs, that really shaped culture. The dance hall culture coming out of Jamaica really had a very strong impact on Barbadian culture with our young men and also our young women.
Yes, that's very true. Well, I'll tell you this. From my time, marijuana has come a long way. Whereas that there was once when even the police never even knew what marijuana was, right? In my day, police didn't even know what marijuana was. I'm telling you, right? They thought you're probably smoking a colt or something, like this was colt cigars, right? But they're very much educated to it now. But so are the others, even the youngsters. I'll tell you this, I saw some primary school guys passing my house smoking marijuana the other morning.
Okay.
Along the street,
well,
openly.
That's the impact of family, okay? The impact of what's happening within family units who are pro marijuana, okay? So we're looking at impact again.
Mm-hmm.
We're impacting one generation after another after another. Culture is changing. We have a shock in culture, and we have to pay attention to what is necessary again to move Barbadians forward.
Barbadians,
as we move
and not
Barbados
making
forward.
the country look good on the international scene.
Exactly. So
Okay.
what is good for Barbados as a country might not necessarily be good for Barbadians. And so we're talking about as we move Barbados forward, we want to be moving our people forward. Let me say this quickly because the time is getting short. I remember my first time to Tortola. The prison superintendent in Tortola was a Barbadian. That tells us that the population in Barbados were being used across the Caribbean.
Well, yes,
we're talking about moving the country forward.
Yeah.
We've lost that.
Yes.
CSME is proof that Barbados has lost its place.
Yes.
On that level.
That is very much so. Apostle, we're coming to the end of the show.
Yes, sir.
Again, this has been a very interesting and educational episode with the Apostle Leroy Scantlebury. And I very hope that to all my supporters, subscribers, that they're very satisfied with what they've heard tonight. We've dedicated 2 parts to that subject. And that's especially for James from St. Lucia. I told I was going to do it, and I did it. M.M Out here, over there, everywhere, all over the place. And that's it for now. Until next time, bye. Thank you, Apostle.
Thank you, sir.
Okay.